You are now tuned in to Papi Chulo Radio, your web portal for the best in pop culture news and interviews. The following is a Papi Chulo Radio original program. The views and opinions expressed in the commentaries and or interviews in the following program are solely those of the individuals and are not views of Papi Chulo Radio, its parent, affiliate, or subsidiary companies.
Welcome to Summer Camp, a PapiChuloRadio.com original series, Papi Chulo Radio Pop Culture on Demand. I'm your host and camp owner, Jeffrey Aruz. Tonight on Summer Camp, we're going to explore some of Hollywood's campiest, controversial, fan favorite, cult classic, and trendiest films. Please welcome my co-hosts, Assistant Director, Legionnaire.
The wonderful thing about Tiggers is Tiggers are wonderful things. Their tops are made out of rubber. Their bottoms are made out of springs. They're bouncy, trouncy, flouncy, pouncy, fun, 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 fun. Oh, but the most wonderful thing about Tiggers is I'm the only one.
Yes. You love that line about tops and bottoms, didn't you?
I did.
Yes. All right, moving on. Director of Residential Life, Parker James.
Honey. Miss Honey. Miss Honey.
Yes. DJ has no idea what that is. But we see each other.
Why gotta be me?
Because you didn't ever listen to the Renaissance.
You know what?
Moving on. It's a quote. Yeah. It's a quote.
I don't care.
Theater and drama specialist, A. Sade.
The only reason for being a bee is to make honey, and the only reason for making honey is so that I can eat it. Hi.
We do love honey.
Yes.
Okay, she doesn't. Anyway, moving on. First aid director.
You said what?
Oh, we do love honey, right?
I love honey. I love honey and I love bees in real life. Like, that's actually a huge thing in my world. Yes.
Yes.
And I walk around.
Would you be a beekeeper?
I want to, but Bae hates them and Daddy is allergic to them.
Oh.
But I wanted one of the apartment apiaries when I was a single person, but nobody is ever down for the plan. But I love bees and I love honey, and I'm often walking around in a half shirt with no drawers or bottoms. So, you know.
Oh, right. You're a real life Winnie the Pooh.
You already know Winnie the Pooh is my personal style icon. So, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I would if I could, but nobody lets me. They don't let me fulfill my greatness.
Hashtag
yes,
personal style icon.
I love bees. Love honey. Love it.
Okay.
All right. I love how you worked that in because we had discussed that she had mentioned to me that Winnie the Pooh is her personal style icon, and I was like, you need to mention that in the podcast.
Absolutely, that's how I'm walking often.
All right.
Now,
but not at like the what's in Texas, Kroger, not at the.
Well, it's illegal if you leave the house like that.
H-E-B.
So
I
found
they have
HEB. HEB. But I'm also in Houston, so the rules of Texas don't apply to Houston. But you know, I'm a good girl these days in my life.
All right.
But New Orleans got bigger problems than me walking around drawsless right now.
Oh,
I think they would let you and nobody would pay attention.
They will. They wouldn't even care. No, but this is definitely the style, the vibes. Winnie the Pooh and me, we got everything except for the fact that they just kept calling him a bear, a very little brain.
Oh.
Like, I was like, ooh, narrator was shade, but outside of that, very much Winnie the Pooh.
We'll get into the narrator. We're 5 minutes in and I still haven't finished welcoming all the co-hosts, but Shout out to A Sade. No, first A director, Jamel Dion.
Yeah, that icky, sticky stuff is only fit for heffalumps and woozles.
All right. Is Heffalump your drag name?
Yes, it is actually.
I knew it.
Ooh.
I knew it.
Damn it.
Yes. Heffalump.
Yeah, they actually make a heffalump movie. I can't wait to see that one.
Yes, they did.
Oh, they did already make it.
Yeah, I added to the list. And
Hmm.
mess hall manager, Deidre.
Hello, everyone. Why I gotta be in charge of the mess hall?
Well, because you're our special guest, Deidre.
But that's a shitty assignment, the mess hall.
Oh. Well, it's only once a month.
But it's still shitty.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
But I mean, I'll take
Ain't the
I'll
mess
take it.
hall where the food is?
Yes.
I was
It's
just
not the
about to
poop
say
room.
that.
No, it's not the poop room.
It's all right.
No, no,
We
the
trust
mess
you with the
hall is the
food.
kitchen.
We trust her with the
I got to
honey.
clean-
Yeah.
I gotta clean the kitchen.
No,
Miss
you gotta
Honey.
delegate the other people who gotta do it.
Yeah,
you
you're
don't
the
have
manager,
to clean
Deidre.
anything.
Okay, hello everybody. Okay, if that's what y'all think, okay.
All right, that's what we think.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's time to fire up the film projector so that we can discuss 1977's The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. Here's the official synopsis of the film. Winnie the Pooh, a honey-loving teddy bear, embarks on some eccentric adventures. Oh, that was beautiful.
Ooh, how wondrous.
That was Legionnaire plucking the harp that he has in his living room.
Ooh.
Love a good heart.
Yes. Legionnaire, you're very talented.
Well, you know,
Yes. You know how to pluck a thing or two.
absolutely.
Yes.
Mhm.
See, Deidre's going to put that in her spank bank.
If Osiris was here, he'd back me up as well. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, he's used to backing a whole lot of stuff up.
I know. I love and miss my Osiris too.
All right.
Yes.
Excuse me?
Moving on.
As do you, Monsieur Parker. As do you.
He does back it up as well. Yes.
Mhm.
Excuse me?
Moving on.
Mhm. Mhm.
Deidre, why are we sharing everybody's business in
We're
the year
not.
2025?
We're not.
No, we're not. Okay, we're not. We're good. All right, so the film from the year 1977, The Big Question, The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. Have you ever seen it before, Legionnaire?
Yes, I have.
Parker?
Oh, no, I'm not a poo head, so never.
All right. Sade?
Nope. Hey, I'm gonna learn. I'm a hood baby. I did not have these experiences. I think I read the book, but nope. Sorry.
Okay. Jamel, what about you?
Not seen it, actually.
Wow, we've got way more virgins than I thought we were going to have. Deidre, what about you?
I got on my chastity belt. I too have not seen this.
Not a chastity.
That is
Mhm.
fascinating. Legionnaire, are you as surprised as I am? Oh, he's flabbergasted. He's stunned silent.
No,
Gobsmacked.
Yeah.
Gobsmacked, yeah.
Gobsmacked. I have seen it before. Yeah. So, okay. Are we... Okay, clearly, well, we know Parker's not a poo head. I don't know if that's what they call themselves. But are we fans of Winnie the Pooh? Do we know Winnie the Pooh? Like, well, Sade mentioned maybe she read the books. Do we know about the animated series? I know about the New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. I watched that growing up. It's cute.
I have the theme of the animated
Pooh
series
Bear, Winnie
in my
the
head.
Pooh Bear.
Yes.
It's me and it's
it
you.
is. Yes, it is in my head.
So
That's
you've
the
seen
best
the
I can give
animated
you.
series, Deidre?
I said I have
Oh,
the
all right,
theme
moving on.
song in my
Her head.
head.
I mean, she suffered
I
through it because somebody watched
cannot
it.
Tell you, yes, my niece.
Niece.
Yes.
It's on the
So,
Disney
the
Plus.
eldest.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is anybody else a fan of... This sounds so weird. Are you a fan of Pooh? But are we a fan of Winnie the Pooh?
No.
No.
Not really.
Mm-mm.
Oh, bother. All right. All right. Well, this is going to be interesting, Legionnaire. So,
It is.
yes. So, The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, it is a package film. We've seen package films in the past. Shout out to The Three Caballeros and Saludos Amigos. Package films are... This was actually the final package film. Package films are films that Disney made for a couple of decades in which they took featurettes and shorts that they had released theatrically and they tied it together, created a feature, added some additional animated bookends to sort of tie the narrative together. And they basically converted 3 theatrical shorts, Winnie the Pooh and the Honey Tree, Winnie the Pooh and the Blustery Day, and Winnie the Pooh and Tigger 2, and they made a feature film out of it by adding in some additional animation. And I mean, this made sense because it's a book, so it's like seeing different chapters in the book. I thought they did a good job with making it very book-like. I thought the animation looked like it was straight out of a book, and I loved...
Yes, it was wonderful.
Yeah, and I like the page turnings and all that kind of stuff. Like when Winnie the Pooh got stuck, and then he got unstuck, and then they flung him through many pages until he landed in the beehive.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was kind of cool. I liked all the book stuff. And I like the narrator. Hold up. So Jamel thought the narrator was...
Mm-hmm.
Wait, no, who was it? No.
Yeah.
Sade. Both of you thought the narrator was shady?
Very much so.
Oh.
A bear of very little brain. What? And how many times you gonna say that?
But
they reiterated
Sade,
that over and over.
But Sade, the narrator did help Tigger get down the tree.
After he asked, can you narrate me down off the tree? And also, they were mean to say, we got a lot to talk about.
Oh. All right. Legionnaire, did you find the narrator to be shady?
I have to agree. Yeah, he was a little shady.
Okay, all right. Was Pooh a bear of very little brain?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
But he does like to think.
About honey?
Well, you know.
He was sweet but slow.
I mean, not all of us, but many of us have one-track minds.
The other thing is that, like, we can say the narrator was shady and was, but I've read it before, but now seeing the actual movie, this movie is full of dysfunction and mental disorders.
Yes.
So, like, some shade was not like deserved per se, but they were just highlighting the real, very, very real issues of these animals, personality disorders.
Yes. No, you are right. There is a lot of that in this. Definitely personalities, disorders. Yeah, we're going to break that down a little bit. Yeah. So before we get into that, I want to give a shout out to the great Sterling Holloway. He voiced Winnie the Pooh. We just saw The Jungle Book. He voiced Kaa. He's done a lot of voices for Disney. He did the Cheshire Cat in Alice in Wonderland. He was in the Aristocats. What else was he in? He was in Make My Music. He was in The Three Caballeros, which we saw before. Oh, he was in Bambi as well. So, and Dumbo. He was Mr. Stork.
No way.
Yeah. He was in a whole bunch of other of the animated shorts.
I'm over here crying, laughing at these reactions in the back that no one took me.
Yes.
Somebody finds it fascinating, and that's all that matters.
Fascinating.
But yes, I love his voice for Pooh. It's just, it works.
No.
It works. I like
to
all the
make
voices.
him sound stupid?
To make him sound stupid. To make him sound adorable.
No, he didn't sound adorable. He sounded like a doofus.
Poor little Winnie the Pooh. How dare you?
Well, I mean, he's a bear.
A very little brain.
And so we did another episode recently with another bear, a very little brain, and I think that they just got something against bears in like the 60s and 70s.
Oh,
like this time period, yeah, they were like making bears just seem like the dumbest of the dumb. Like
Boo Boo was stupid. I mean, what was that? Boo Boo,
Yogi, and all of them. They always making the bear just like this big, just dumb thing.
Boo Boo.
Yeah, like it's always a parody, but bears get it going. I don't know what they got against bears.
Bears do get it going. Yes. All right. So,
It's
okay.
really interesting that these. I'm sorry. Go right ahead, Poppy.
No. Go ahead, Deidre. I want to hear your point.
I insist, Poppy. I insist.
No, I insist on you.
I insist on you.
Okay. Well, I have no idea where you were going.
I want some cinnamon rolls.
Yes. So let's talk about Winnie the Pooh in general as the character. Because he goes on throughout this feature, which strings along 3 featurettes. I mean, he goes on many adventures. I've got to say, when he gets stuck in the honey tree and then he gets stuck in Rabbit's house, killed me. And when Rabbit makes the best out of his bottom, yes,
Yeah.
cracks me up. And props to Rabbit for having the strength to bop him out, because Winnie the Pooh was stuck.
He was
stuck 'cause he
snoring so much. Like, the bopping out was necessary. He was making the best of it, but Winnie the Pooh was not a great, like, booty house guest.
No. I cannot believe he was stuck in there for days. That was crazy. And like nights, but he's going to eat the mole's lunch. Like, what is going on here? Why is he still in the hole?
Well, he's a stuffed animal. How was he supposed to lose the weight?
You know what?
And you know what?
They made Tigger from one page to the next get off of a tree, but they spent pages on Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, so you're saying this was the narrator bullying Pooh?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But I would like to say that if anybody wants to send us a message and be the rabbit to me and put a sign in front of me that says, "Do not feed the bear," I'm here for that. Somebody could definitely apply for that role, because I'm
shout out to Rabbit.
definitely in here making monkey bread.
Okay, can we say this about Rabbit? And Legionnaire, I hope you agree with me. Rabbit is a cunt.
Whoa.
See you next Tuesday.
Can we all agree with this? Even Legionnaire?
Excuse me? Rabbit was just he was a nice being giving a bear who's greedy and selfish and hungry food and just wanted this fool out of his home.
No, but here's the thing. If Rabbit knows who Winnie the Pooh is, that means
show.
that Rabbit knows better. And so Rabbit knows better than not to feed the bear.
That's
So
when you
Rabbit
get
is
down
also
to the mental disorders again. He's
Okay,
a
tell me.
cranky old rabbit with some OCD. He can't help it. Like, you can't get mad at people for their brain flaking out on you. Like,
Yes. All right. Well,
he
wait,
just
Sade.
cranky with it.
Okay, for the next 30 seconds, you are a clinical psychologist. Break down all of the psychoses through all the characters. Go.
Okay. So Pooh obviously has the eating disorder, and he's got some fixations and things like that also, right? You know, and then Piglet, he's a little tweaker. He's either on cocaine or he has an anxiety disorder.
Oh my God.
That's okay. I'm not judging either one of them.
Wait, hold on.
things.
Pause for half a second. Wait, Legionnaire, is Piglet on cocaine?
Or
Expected
anxiety.
Is Piglet on
options.
cocaine, Legionnaire?
Oh my goodness.
I can't say, but
You're like, I ain't never sold
No
him
judgment,
none,
because it's the 70s.
He did lose his house. He did lose his house.
He
but
did
he
lose his
did
house.
lose his house.
All right, okay. Unpause. Sade, continue on.
All right, so Tigger, you know he got the ADHD and same vibe. Sorry, Rabbit, little OCD, and he's also like the Medicare people I used to talk to. He's probably older than he be telling them, because he's a cranky little old dude.
Oh, and he
with
would not
the
be down with the
OCD.
pronouns?
He would definitely. You better not ask him if he's Mr. or Mrs. Rabbit. You better just assume and say Rabbit, because he ain't got time for none of them things. I don't know about him. The internet say he got narcissistic personality disorder.
Egotistical.
But yeah, he's kind of egotistical.
A
And he also
narcissist.
took
If
over the
Osiris was
house
here, he
like
would
it
say
was
it.
what it was. They say that it's narcissistic personality disorder. It might be something about me that can't diagnose that too well. We'll get into that later.
Oh, you
off
might have a
air.
little bit of yourself?
And then the little boy. Oh no, Eeyore is depressed, but
100%.
his heart is good, and he be trying to be there for people. But he's definitely, he's Eeyore.
What about
You
the
can't
Kanga and the
identify
Roo?
That.
Codependency.
Let me see. Kanga and Roo. Kanga, maybe a social anxiety disorder, a little bit of the
Codependency.
postpartums, codependency. And Roo has the same thing. He might be a little autistic. The spectrum is wide.
Deidre loves a spectrum.
Spectrum is wide. That's okay. That's all right. And he's got the attachment issues also, but that might just be the autism. We don't know, because you don't know if he's high end or low end, whatever. And then Christopher Robin is a schizo. He's seeing.
What
things.
about Gopher?
Is that the one that had the lunchbox?
That is the one with the lunchbox.
He's not enough of a main player. That's a hardworking old man that's just trying to eat his squash and like maybe help out a friend. He's pissed off when they took his honey, because he was like, I was getting to that. Like that was my snack after I ate all my healthy food.
Yeah.
I didn't
Right.
identify what he had going on, but that's just a hardworking old man.
And
He all
got
right.
knocked down
And
from a
he's not in the
hole.
Yeah,
book,
and he got knocked down. He wasn't there for none of that. He
Hmm.
just came in because he was trying to help a bear out of hole. That's it.
right? And he's not in the book.
And so why are we talking about him?
All right, Legionnaire, do you agree with any of that?
You know, I'm here for all of it.
All right, good.
Mhm.
Even the piglet being on cocaine?
You know,
Possibly.
Possibly. Okay, possibly.
He broken that house down too.
Hmm.
All right. And the rain came down, down, down. Okay, wait, so are we saying that the Heffalumps and Woozle sequence was Pooh disassociating? Was he going through withdrawals?
That's pretty deep, Poppy.
That's pretty deep. Was he
Maybe
going
was
through
on
withdrawals from the honeys?
He might have, because you just don't be yourself when you're hungry. That's what Snickers and them say. So
Oh,
he could
yeah,
have been
this
going through a
is
lot of
true.
different things based on being hungry.
No, he was saying a trip. He was on the shrooms in the woods.
Everybody back then was. All
Yeah.
the people, the writers, the animals, Christopher Robin,
Well,
everybody
Not
was on the
Christopher
drugs.
Robin, the
That's clear from
10-year-old
this
Christopher
movie.
Robin.
Oh, so either he was on the drugs or he was the schizophrenic. Either way, everybody was doing stuff. Everything was a lot of colors, a lot of characters.
A lot
Get
of
back
colors.
to the Alice in Wonderlands.
Yeah.
All of
Oh,
them,
I
like they were
was
doing the drugs back then.
thinking that.
Yes, all this time period, all these
Allegedly.
movies, all of them. That's why all the animals were talking.
That's why all the animals were
talking.
Wow.
True.
All right, all
You were the
right.
one
Well, a lot of
hanging
these
on.
movies are derived from like dark fairy tales too.
Yes.
Won't go into that.
Although Winnie the Pooh is not a dark fairy tale.
Yeah.
Let's just put that out there. I don't
think
think
Winnie the
there's
Pooh
death
was-
and carnage in Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, Winnie the Pooh was meant to be like Christopher Robin's playing with his toys, like imaginary toys, like kind of like Toy Story.
Yes.
But I like Toy Story's story better than Winnie the Pooh because Winnie the Pooh was very vanilla for me. I was like, when is this gonna end?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a different era, right? Winnie the
True.
Pooh came out in the 1920s, like the
Yeah.
actual book. So it was a
Okay.
completely different era. It is interesting how the shorts, while childlike, right? I mean, all these shorts that made this movie, very childlike, there's still adult humor in it. But it's interesting how post this, Winnie the Pooh really has been just for kids. Like every single production out there that is Winnie the Pooh oriented has been for like little kids. It's kind of like what they're trying to do with the Muppets, but in my opinion, I mean, it doesn't really work because the Muppets has always been for everybody and they always have like the edgy humor.
Okay, Poppy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they made that movie, the Christopher Robinson, for like when he was an adult.
Yes. With what's his name? Ewan McGregor as an adult Christopher Robin.
Was it a good movie?
I didn't see it.
I haven't seen it either.
Oh, wow. Okay, y'all. Okay.
I just
I
know
don't
it
know.
exists.
Yeah, Winnie the Pooh. It's very difficult, and even Tigger. When they bought Tigger, I was like, okay, so there's a little bit of action here now. Because without Tigger, the story was kind of like, all right, Eeyore's too depressed to pick up the storyline. Piglet's like a small little.
But he was
guy
trying to
who
help
loves-
out.
He was trying to build a house full of sticks, a house made of sticks that got
Well, no,
knocked
that's his
over.
own house.
Eeyore went and found somebody's house that clearly wasn't.
No,
was
can
somebody's
can we
house.
talk about this? The fact that Eeyore was looking for a house for Owl. First of all, poor Owl, his house fell down on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Legionnaire, do we like a Wednesday?
I love
Yes.
We do.
Wednesday.
We do like a
We do.
Wednesday.
I love Wednesday.
Unless it's below zero.
Well,
you know,
yes.
like-
Well, in Chicago, it's always Wednesday because it's the Wednesday city. But anyway,
Really?
That
I'm
was
from Chicago.
cute.
I didn't even know that.
yes.
Yeah.
You're such a smarty pants, and I live for it.
Mhm.
I live for it.
I don't know who she said that to, but I'll take the compliment as well.
He knows.
Oh, someone knows. All right. So Eeyore is looking for a house for Owl because his house topples over. And so he just goes and steals someone's house.
Yes.
Like he's a squatter.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't even have the deed.
Shook.
And it says on the damn sign, trespassers will.
Well, Yeah.
What stands
but they
for?
thought it said
No, they
something
said Will
else.
said owl.
Owl,
They
right.
claimed that
Right.
was owl.
He
So
That
said
you
was
didn't even
owl.
have your name spelled right. Talking
It said
about it says
OWL.
OWL.
I was like,
That's
where?
owl.
Where?
Was
It
wrong.
says
Gaslighting.
Sounding just like my daughter.
No, no, no.
She's
Hey,
17 months.
no, wait, listen. Sade, gaslighting.
Is that another one of the mental disorders? You
Well,
want me
no,
to
that's-
add it to the list?
No, we can add it. No, it's not a mental
please.
disorder, but it's an action that people do to drive people crazy.
It should be.
For the narcissistic personality disorder portion of
Yes.
the things. Yes, that is
So
true.
Eeyore stole a house. Legionnaire, how is that legal?
Well, you know, in the 100-acre wood, they have their own. They got their own set of laws and mores and things.
I
that
don't
go
think-
on, so.
I don't think the
That's
Judge
how you know
Mathis
they
would
was on
approve.
drugs.
Yeah.
The Judge
Well,
Mathis would not
They don't
approve.
have those kind of.
Probably
They don't
not.
have those
The
kind of
Judge
laws
Million would
in-
not
in the-
approve. Even the Judge Steve
People on
would not
drugs
approve.
squat. That's how you know.
Wait, so who was squatting? Piglet or Owl?
Owl.
Owl.
All of them named animals. How they get houses? They was all squatting.
Right, there were no real estate agents back then.
Well,
Mm.
apparently
They just found-
Eeyore's
they
a
just
real
found a
estate
place to
agent
claim
in
it.
in the woods.
Mhm.
My problem with the whole situation, though, is when Piglet was like, "Oh, we're at their house." Everybody knew that this was Piglet's house. Like, everybody
Clearly.
except for Eeyore.
Eeyore has
And
never
Piglet's
been there.
like-
Piglet was like,
Yeah,
I'm not
Eeyore's the
inviting that
only one who's-
bitch. That
And everybody was
Mm-mm.
just like, "Oh no, you can't use." Well, I guess. And then they just didn't say anything. And then
Yes.
Piglet, and then like I don't
Peer
know how
pressure.
they got to peer pressure without anybody doing any pressure. It was just like silence. And then instead of them being like, "Well, Piglet, this is not," because they kept saying like the grand house, which means this was a big house. Pooh had a humble abode. And so if Piglet had this grand house, then why he couldn't just be like, "You know what? This my crib, Al, but you could stay here with me." Instead, it was, "Oh, you can have my house. I guess I'll just sleep in." And then Pooh's like, "No, you come live with me." That don't even make sense.
Well,
His
maybe
stuff already in his house.
Maybe he's a masochist. Maybe
He
Piglet
might like
just-
that.
Yeah.
think he a little
secretly
cucky?
liked it.
Not a
think he a
little
little cucky?
cucky. Wait, hold
That's
on.
what he says,
Legionnaire, is Piglet a little cucky?
Well, you know, it could
Oh.
be said.
All right.
Because why not just move into your? Why not just
Wait,
be
so
like,
are
you
we
know
saying?
what? You
Hold
ain't
on,
got
hold on,
nowhere
hold
to
on,
live.
hold on, hold on. So are we
Mhm.
saying Winnie the Pooh and Piglet are going to have a Bert and Ernie type of relationship?
I was
What?
just
Yeah.
thinking that.
Well,
I was
we
just.
never know.
I swear to God, you read my mind. That's crazy.
So now they gotta be butt buddies because they gonna be in the same house.
Well,
I
is
didn't
that what
even
you're
go
saying
that
about Bert
far,
and
and I
Ernie?
be going far. No, well they're gay because they're gay, and that's cool.
Okay.
But like Pooh is just stupid, and he trying to look out for his friend. And you know, now looking at it, Piglet might be a little cucky because why would you just give up your crib where all your stuff is, and you can just be like, "Well, this is my house, and you can live here." But why they got to be doing it to each other? How we get there? They're animals for heaven's sake.
I don't.
Is
I
that-
can't.
They
I
are
can't.
not anatomically correct.
They're
so
not
none of that.
They
anatomically
don't even have
correct.
body parts. We didn't seen all of Pooh's stuff. He ain't even got nothing.
Well, yeah, they started when his back opened in the movie. He twisted his head, and then his.
Oh
back
yeah, because his
opened. I was like,
stuff and
"We're watching
puffing
The
or whatever.
Exorcist,
Well,
right?"
you know, sometimes people's stuff and pops out. I mean, it happens.
Right?
Just look on the Twitter.
If you
There's
do
videos
it
about it.
right.
That's true.
Legionnaire, you know about those videos, right? Legionnaire, no comment?
I don't know why y'all let me back.
I
Oh, don't do that.
Yes. Well, we do have a content warning before the podcast
Okay,
plays, so it's
good,
good. Yeah, we're good.
For adults.
It is for
Kids
adults.
movies for adults.
Yes.
One thing that I was confused about
Go
about
ahead.
the movie, though, is why was Pooh's house? Why did his name have Sanders on it? Like, was that the name of the door?
That's
Well,
in my
there's
notes.
Sanders, but there's also Trespasser's Will on the other.
Yeah, but that one I got because obviously the part that's broken off, it could only be a 3-letter word, so trespassers will die.
Oh,
You
I'm
can't
guessing-
say that for the kids.
no. My guess
meant
is that
on
they
the
took over properties.
Okay.
Yeah, because
Oh, so
remember, none
where's
of them
Sanders
can none of
living
them can
now?
read. I mean, Winnie the Pooh at the end of the damn movie was reading a book upside down, learning his ABCs.
So where's Sanders live now? Since Piglet done moved here, that they house swapping, like you know.
Sanders is now a
wives.
colonel.
So where's everybody living?
Sanders is now a colonel.
Oh, okay. With the chickens.
Yes.
Okay. All right, I got it.
All right. Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Shout out to Tigger. Lots of fun.
Tigger,
Why?
yes. Tigger would just pop up out of nowhere. I'm like, oh my God.
Popped up out of nowhere.
All right.
But he was the comic relief. He was wonderful.
Yes.
He definitely picked up the movie.
Him and all his OCD.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, the Tigger has the OCD?
He got the ADHD. He is attention hyper
ADHD.
stuff. Deficit.
Yes.
Maybe the rabbit was a little bit of a narcissist. He was mad because Tigger was hopping. And he's
Yeah,
a rabbit,
he was.
so
That was
he
it.
should
No,
be
that was the OCD, the control freak.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was like, he's jealous of Tigger's hop. What's wrong with him?
Well, he didn't want to get bounced. I mean, we don't know if he wants to be
He's
the
a
bouncer
rabbit.
or if he wants to get bounced. Do you know what I'm saying? Maybe he wants to bounce you,
Oh, well, I mean, I'm available.
right?
Oh.
You saying we don't know if Tigger wants to be bounced or be the bouncer?
No, Rabbit.
Oh.
Remember, Rabbit was taking the bounces from
Oh,
Tigger, and you don't know.
I'm about
Maybe
to say,
Rabbit
because
wants to
Tigger got
bounce
a lot of
Tigger.
tail. You know what Tigger be doing.
Yeah.
You got to catch the Tigger by the tail.
Mm.
Sure.
Tigger catching somebody by the tail. Tigger got the tail. Tigger got the tail.
Yeah.
Tigger is the tail holder.
I will say this.
Like
I like Gopher. Gopher is an original creation for the feature. It was originally created for the featurette. So Gopher is not in the books, but I love Gopher. Gopher always made me smile with his little whistly lisps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whistle.
Yeah.
And they had the nerve to tell Pooh that he had a speech impediment. He said, you need to go get that taken care of. I said, Gopher, the kettle or the pot. Which one are you?
Dare you?
Both. That's too funny. Yes. Shout out to Rabbit's house. I feel like out of all the houses, Rabbit's house is the nicest.
Yes.
Yeah. I like the kangaroo's mailbox, how Roo had his own mailbox and it's just a baby.
Yeah.
And where you get a mail from?
Well, you know, Christopher Robin
Oh, true.
Yeah.
and Tigger, now that Tigger is there. Yeah, Kango
You know
always
how
seemed
deep
nice.
your schizophrenia got to be for you to write a letter to yourself?
That's
Stop
schizophrenic.
it.
You know,
It
you
is-
know how deeply
It's
seated
a
in your
child's
crazy you gotta be?
imagination, Sade.
No, it's schizophrenia and also
Sade, you are not an
narcotics.
only child.
Yes, I am.
Oh, yeah, you
Until I
are?
was 21 years old.
Oh, yeah, no, that is right. But when you're an only child, you got to make up your own shit. You were
I never
Christopher
wrote
Robin,
myself
too.
letters.
No, you
I
have to
never
write
wrote
yourself a
myself
letter. But you go
Also,
out
I
into
did
the
not talk
woods
to
and
myself
you start making
until I
shit
was
up.
older.
Wait, you didn't stop writing letters until you were older?
I said I didn't start talking.
Until I was older.
Oh, okay. Can we just say, shout out to Kanga for being probably the most grown out of, well, maybe Owl is older. I think Owl is supposed to be old.
Yeah.
But
He's like goes on those long-winded speeches that your grandparents go on.
yes, like Uncle Ferdinand and all that kind of stuff. But Kanga, I think, is the oldest one after Owl, and she's just like, you know what, let me just stay in my house and y'all do your foolishness without me.
She's the mama,
Yes.
But I said she got a baby to take care of. I ain't left my house in days.
right?
Yeah.
She's like, I got a kid living in the house.
Yes. And
In
now,
her belly, in a whole pouch.
yes. Now let's talk about Eeyore. Thanks
Oh.
for noticing me.
Eeyore don't even want to talk about Eeyore. Why was
I will say this.
Eeyore.
Uh-huh.
It's very clear to me
Tell
that
me.
the character from the movie Hitchhiker's Guide Across the Galaxy, I can't remember the name of it, but the big character, the big white character, the machine, the big computer thing was modeled after Eeyore. He had the same kind of doubtful, doom, gloom, woe is me sort of attitude, just very, and he always shook his head. Winnie the Eeyore was just very not happy,
Yeah.
just a very down character.
Yeah. I think Eeyore was like the sad emotions of Christopher Robin's in
Yeah.
Men
Oh,
of-
this is Inside Out.
Yeah. This is Inside Out, precisely. And Pooh is the dumb, carefree, like
Joy.
naive version. Yeah. But I liked Eeyore because Eeyore's character was so different from every other person's
Yeah.
character. It was so goofy and silly, and Eeyore was just like, I'm depressed.
very real? Like this
Very
is how
real.
things be sometimes. I am
Right.
sad.
Like
Eeyore
Eeyore
been
is like,
through
I
it.
might die tomorrow.
He'd been through
Yeah.
some shit.
He's
But
been
also,
pissed
I'm
off.
here for people because
Yes.
I
Stealing
still
people's
gotta.
houses.
I'm going to ride. That's a rider. Do you
Ride
know
or
how
die.
much you got to ride to be depressed and still go out and steal somebody's house for your homies?
You got to be depressed, agoraphobic, and stealing people's houses.
Even though your own house was like
Committed to your friendships.
Right.
A pile of sticks and nothingness.
Eeyore, we're
I
gonna
like
give you the award
color.
already. Eeyore, down ass chick.
Right. I like the color on the Eeyore's the pink bow. Even though Eeyore's was really depressed, they like tried to brighten his personality and his
With the pink
grayness.
bow.
Because you have to dress for it. If
But
you're
also-
depressed, you have to make yourself. You got to spruce yourself up. It helps you they tell you to take a shower if you're depressed. Do what you
Yes.
can.
No, that's right.
That's what they say.
So,
Right.
can we say that maybe he's depressed because he has a nail in his bottom?
You know, I don't like to label people as depressed just because they're different. Maybe
Okay, it's
Eeyore just
different.
didn't have the energy to be like fancy for 24/7. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Perhaps he was just
Eeyore was a
tired.
New Yorker, okay?
He could be a New Yorker, yes, with that accent. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Eeyore.
Valid.
Yeah, valid. Yes. Now, let's talk about Owl. Know-it-all, narcissistic,
Yeah, smarty pants.
smarty pants, but also kind
You
to
do
his
not
friends.
like Al.
No, but kind to his friends. He offered them tea
And honey. And honey. Yeah.
and honey. What is
Wow.
Al doing with the honey?
Right. All of them had honey.
Technically, Al should be eating Piglet. Because it's tiny.
That got really dark really
I
fast.
know it did. Because a tiny creature, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
They did
Well,
have
Tigger
that,
should have gotten all of them first, though.
And Tigger said he liked honey, ate the honey. It was like, I don't like this.
Tigers don't like honey. Yes.
I like that party that they had in the woods. It reminded me of Alice in Wonderland, the party with like the Mad Hatter and
Yes, the celebration for Pooh being a hero for not doing anything, and then Piglet
The
being
hero party that Piglet commandeered about
Whoa,
being in the
okay,
pump?
no. Here. First of all, Piglet. Pooh did nothing to be a hero. So then Piglet was right to be the hero because he gave up his house. Although I don't find that heroic.
So why wasn't Eeyore the hero for finding the house?
Oh,
If
because
we
he's too.
reward people
Nobody
for
wanted.
stupidness.
Nobody wanted him to be the man of the hour because everybody would be depressed.
And see, and that's why people stay depressed. What if the party would have been the
And
thing that
that's-
fixed his mood?
and that's the
Right.
problem with the world.
Right. Like why he can't have a little bit of like that might
That's-
have just lifted his spirits.
That's why he did not recognize Piglet's house because Piglet is like, I'm not inviting Eeyore to my house because he's a downer.
Because there's some haters.
Right?
Right?
That's when you need to ride
Either
or die
that or
friends.
maybe
He busy
Piglet-
being a ride or die friend and ain't got no ride or die friends.
Either that or Piglet was like, maybe Eeyore might want all of my cocaine.
Eeyore probably needed a little bit of the cocaine though.
Okay, all right.
Why is there coke?
He did have a house of sticks though, but that's always his house.
Yeah.
You sound so stressed out about the cocaine.
Yeah.
But why is there coke?
I can't.
Why can't Piglet? Why? I'm like Piglet. He was a small pig though. Like,
He was a piglet.
oh yeah, true.
Yeah. But thinking about the bare necessities, that was the life Eeyore was living.
Oh,
All he
yeah.
needed was some thistle.
Some thistle.
Loving the word thistle. Loving that's where you went.
Yeah, that's all he needed.
All he needed was some thistle.
Yeah, that's all he needed. And he was happy. Twigs.
He wasn't happy, but he was cool.
Well, he was cool. He was complacent.
Yeah, he was all right. He was chilling with it.
He was chilling with it. Yeah. Okay, all right. The narrator.
That guy.
Oh, let the melee begin.
Because like there was no reason to reiterate the stupid and like everything was just like so like he was doing a lot of doubling down where doubling down didn't have to happen. Without the narrator, the movie would have been like 30 minutes shorter because they would have gotten to the point without insulting animals for 2 hours.
Well, although Tigger would have still
74
been up
minutes.
the tree.
And who would have lost for that?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I mean, but the narrator, he did the interesting bit where he's like, and we're on page 71 and we're just going to go over to page 74. And I'm like, okay.
Oh,
well,
all right.
We could skip
Yeah.
all that.
Yeah. He's like, I was talking for 90 pages.
I mean, did we really need to hear that, Sade?
Can I tell you the God's honest truth?
Yeah.
The movie was 74 minutes long. We didn't need to hear anything after about minute 43. So
Not 43.
we had gotten a point. And so no, we did not need to hear all of that.
Because we also skipped pages where Pooh kept on eating.
Yeah.
Because he was
Yes.
eating honey. We got that. We
Yeah.
know what he was into.
Yeah. Can we talk about when he dressed up as the little black rain cloud?
So dramatic.
Was
So
any bee gonna
dramatic.
fall for that?
Right? I was like, really? Yeah.
And be a
what,
very
black-
little
yeah,
brain.
what, blackface? What's that about?
Oh no, not Winnie the Pooh in blackface.
Oh, we didn't get any sensitivity disclaimers from Disney for that.
I'm just saying.
No, we did not get the sensitivity.
They didn't realize they don't know.
I'm gonna write a
They
letter.
say it was just a Halloween costume.
Mm.
I'm sorry.
It was just a rain cloud. But yeah,
Halloween
but I guess a
costume.
bee with very little brain would have fallen for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the kind that Pooh likes.
Yeah. Now here's the big question: when he got stuck in that tree, like up at the tippy top, how the fuck did he get down?
But couldn't get out of a hole in the wall.
Right.
Tigger. I thought Tigger helped them get down.
Tigger did not exist then.
Was that with the balloon?
That was the balloon story. That was the very first story. Tigger showed up in the second
Oh.
story.
He
Mhm.
fell into the mud from that, didn't he?
No, he fell
Yeah.
into the mud from that. But then remember when bopped him out of his house, he flew into the top of a very tall tree in a hive
Yeah.
and ate all the honey.
Time we saw him, he was out. He was
Yeah,
down.
he was
was a-
out.
Yeah, that was a beautiful scene, by the way.
The falling out of the tree.
Getting stuck into that big thing, golden honey. That's like all he wants.
Oh
Right.
yeah, like when his head was in there, he was just
Yeah. Maybe Pooh's
That's
the
a dream.
cokehead. Maybe Pooh's the cokehead because if
No, he
He's
wouldn't have
so-
been eating.
he's so addicted to a substance.
That's an eating disorder.
Oh, true.
That's called being fat.
Shout out to the
Y'all-
substance. Control yourself.
Oh.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with gluttony. We like all shapes and sizes.
I'm making a monkey bread right now, you guys.
All right.
Thanks for being pro gluttony.
You're welcome. I can't with this
Enjoy.
woman.
Are you putting honey in it?
Oh, are you
No,
putting
I've got
honey?
like this brown sugar situation with a little bit of
Hmm.
vanilla. I
You
didn't
are
feel
a
like
brown
doing
sugar
the-
situation.
Yeah, yes, listen, this is me
Yes.
batting my eyelashes again. Do you want to take me to the village?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go to the village, baby.
Goodness.
So, but I didn't want any walnuts or raisins in it. I just wanted, a very simple situation. But I think I'm gonna tuck a couple of, I'm gonna toast some almonds and like crush those up on top when it's all said and done.
Hmm.
We need to get you on one of those baking competitions on the Food Network.
So Babe bought me the materials because again I don't leave the house. He bought me for baby Jesus' birthday vlogging set with the camera and all of that. So if I ever get my head out of my butt, I might actually start recording some of these things because I'm in the house now, and so
And you're
the
entertaining.
ladies in the house. Yeah, but my social battery runs out, and I don't feel like doing it sometimes, and so I don't want to do it until I can commit to it. In the
All right,
meantime,
no, that makes
I'm
sense.
just making my baby fat because she chunky. I got a chunky chocolate. My baby, she looked like a little chunk of chocolate, and I just like making her chunky. Makes me happy. She likes it.
Be a good mommy. You're doing fine.
Thank you. I'm
Yes.
enjoying it.
Now, I don't know if anybody noticed because we did watch The Jungle Book right before this, but they did reuse Jungle Book animation in one section
Yeah.
of this film.
Yeah.
Jamel, share with the class.
Well, I only know because I saw it on YouTube, but there's like a version of them walking or something and like bending down, picking up the thing, stone and throwing it.
Yes, Mowgli did that in The Jungle Book.
Yeah, they used that same thing. I was like,
Oh.
reusing animations.
Yes.
That's very interesting. I would have never noticed that.
Yeah, it was at the end when Christopher Robin has to go to school and says farewell to Winnie the Pooh. Forever and ever and ever.
And that was a cute little conversation too they had at the end. So let me give you my rating.
Oh, okay. All right. It was a
But
very
that
good
was
conversation
She
at the
sounds
end.
sick of Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
She's sick of the poo. It's fine.
It's
There's
all right.
pills for that. What's interesting about
They
this
don't
film
always
as
work.
well is that there isn't an antagonist in this movie.
No.
The antagonist is the narrator.
Not the
The
narrator.
antagonist is Pooh. What do you mean?
Oh, really? All right.
All he said
Wait,
is
hold on,
Winnie the
hold on.
Pooh.
Parker is finally
Sure.
chiming in after about 45 minutes. Parker, the
It's
floor
okay,
is
Parker, go
yours.
ahead.
How is Winnie the Pooh the antagonist?
I already told y'all. Pooh is a selfish, narcissistic fool. He is the antagonist.
All right,
His
Osiris.
friends are just tools to get him honey. He is nothing but a selfish bear. He's always the antagonist. He is the worst, like Christopher Robin. Like this is Christopher Robin's narcissistic side. Is Pooh.
No.
Okay, this is how Christopher Robin gets all of the toys for Christmas from his parents. He acts like Pooh. Like this.
Did you feel this before watching this movie? Like, have you always felt that way? Because it sounds strong.
Always.
Oh,
He's felt this for decades.
I can hear it.
I've never watched Winnie the Pooh. Even as a 5-year-old child, I recognize how Pooh was not meant for me because I am not like Pooh. Okay? So Pooh is the antagonist. Okay? He is the one that is.
Parker say, I'm a good person. Pooh is not.
Exactly. Exactly. I knew that at 5. Okay? Pooh is not worthy of the Lord's save. Okay?
Oh.
He is not.
The Lord.
He's not going to make it through the rapture? He's not being
He is
taken?
not. He's gonna get taken to the 9th level of hell. He is.
Well, Pooh isn't
Oh my
innocent.
God.
He'll make his way through. The innocents make their way through.
Oh my word.
Pooh ain't innocent. Pooh is stupid, but not innocent.
Pooh is a
stupid.
stuffed animal. Pooh is a stuffed animal. All the animals are
Pooh was
stuffed
showing his
animals.
stuffing in the first scene. And
He
he's not.
was.
He lives in the jungle or he lives in the
No, he
woods.
does not live in the jungle. He lives in the forest.
Who knows not what he does? Okay.
Who likes to pretend he's dumb, but he is completely cognizant and aware of what he's doing. He
Oh,
All right,
he
Legionnaire.
knows what he's doing.
He knew he
Legionnaire.
left his back open.
Legionnaire.
Parker is standing
As
on
I've said
business.
before, Legionnaire is the only person on this podcast that has any sense.
I want
So
some French
Legionnaire,
fries.
I have to get your take on this. You just heard Parker go
I
on
resent
about
that.
Winnie the Pooh. It's okay.
I'm sorry. I think I have to stand with Parker on this.
Oh, all right. We have to believe
Oh
it
my
then.
Jesus, really? Wow.
Now, I don't even like Winnie the Pooh, but I disagree.
Oh, all
Okay.
right. Justice for Pooh. Okay, go
I
ahead.
think the antagonist is the storm because we still have Piglet without a house.
Oh, on
And the
Wednesday,
whole
yeah.
story.
If
He doesn't
was
even get a
such
house.
Piglet
friend-
gave up his house. Piglet had a house.
He didn't get a
If he
house
was
at
such a
the
good
end. I
friend-
was thinking about
Because
that.
he gave up his house. If I got a burger and I give somebody my burger, I cannot be sad about no longer having a burger. I gave
I'm
my
not.
burger away.
But I'm mad that they
Or
were
a leg
looking-
quarter.
Y'all
Or
are
Winnie the
y'all are
Pooh.
y'all are missing the point.
You gonna join him in a night?
Monsieur Parker. What is the point, Monsieur Parker?
Such a good friend, he wouldn't have whispered, "It's your house, Piglet." He would have just said, "Nah, Eeyore, that's Piglet's house, bro. That's Piglet's." He would have
That is
spoke
not-
up for his soft-spoken friend. But who don't give a fuck?
Maybe it's because, like they said, maybe they was boyfriends or whatever, and they went and Pooh needed him to get to the house, and that was the way.
That's it. Because think
There you
about it.
go.
Like everybody else could have said something too. Everybody else knew that was his house.
Everybody knew
Nobody
it.
said anything. Nobody said.
And they were all being
Pooh
gaslit
said-
by
but Pooh
Eeyore.
did say something. Pooh said something to Piglet directly at that moment when he could have just spoke his.
No, but they all
ass
knew.
up
We all saw
and
their
said it out
faces,
loud.
and their faces said they knew that that was Piglet's house. And then
But-
Eeyore gaslit them all by saying, "Look at this sign. It says OWL owl."
Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm.
So
knowing
maybe
that,
it was the
knowing that none
antagonist.
of those motherfuckers can read except for Christopher Robin.
Mm-mm,
Oh,
But
true.
yet Piglet knows how to write help. But anyway,
mm-mm, mm-mm. Pooh's the worst.
Piglet say, "Help me, Piglet."
Piglet, yes. Why did he have to write the puppas? Legionnaire, do we have an explanation for that?
No.
Okay, good. Piglet.
Down with Pooh.
Yes. All right. Where does that door in the tree go to Christopher Robin? Like, is that the door to his closet, and then he's back in his room?
It reminds me of that train in
Narnia?
Mr. Rogers where it goes to the realm of make believe.
That's the land of make believe
That goes to the real world where his animals are just stuffed animals. Maybe he's
with the
maybe
creepy
he's
puppets.
Yeah, maybe he's escaping a traumatic childhood, so he created all these characters with his different personalities, so he could cope through it.
Are
don't
you
know.
saying that Christopher Robin is split?
I'm saying that he had a character named Eeyore who was really depressed, so something was going on in that house.
Thanks for noticing me.
No.
Oh no.
It's okay. We know Christopher Robin. We know.
Right? Poor Christopher Robbins. Mm-mm-mm-mm. We're not even going to talk about the fact that he was voiced by 3 different people.
Oh, wow.
All in
Well,
the same movie?
Well, no, it was
Did
3 different
so?
featurettes, but yeah, I mean, the featurettes were released not like back to back. Like one was 1966, 68, and then 74. So
But that means Christopher Robin didn't even know who he was at his core. You don't even have the same character playing. That's like having Ariel change voices in the second movie. Like, what are you doing?
well, that's like having the genie change his voice in the second movie. Oh, oops, they
That's
did do
true.
that.
No, Robin Williams. Oh,
Yeah.
shame. There's nobody like Robin Williams.
There is nobody. Ain't nobody.
No, Poppy, don't do it, Poppy.
I won't.
That's a
Okay.
good song, though.
That is a good one. Yeah. Shout out to Shaka Khan. All right. I feel like we've covered everything. So before we say TTFN, ta-ta for now, was there anything that I missed? A tiny moment that anyone would like to chat about before we hand out some of our very own awards?
No, we done, girl.
Well, I wasn't asking you.
Well, you asked the group. I'm part of the group.
Oh, well, that is true.
Love you, Pokia. Love you. Be happy. Smile. Smile. Okay.
Maybe not. All right. Before we scream lights out, so let's hand out some camp superlatives. The diva.
Who?
Yeah. No.
Piglet.
No.
No, the rabbit.
Yes,
Rabbit?
Piglet needed a house. Piglet was dramatic.
Oh, dramatic. Okay, all
Instead
right.
of standing up for your own darn house.
Yeah, rabbit was dramatic. Very dramatic. Drama.
Who was stuck in a hole because they ate too much food?
Pooh.
Someone else's cabin. Like,
Tigger was the diva. Tigger say there's only one, even looking in the mirror, talking about there's only one.
Now, remember when he saw the other one?
Yeah, he was like,
said,
"Oh,
"I'm
you're
one.
ugly," basically.
Whoa.
I'm one of one. That thing in the mirror is ugly. There's just me. I'm here.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
lit, bouncy, bouncy, bounce.
One
Tigger
of
required
one.
the attention.
Yeah.
Not the
And I'm one of one
attention.
is definitely diva. That's what Beyonce said. An alien superstar.
Oh, all right. Okay. So, all right. Spitting the Renaissance knowledge. Just trying to get into our good favor.
Only because I danced to that song earlier. I was like, I feel it. I love it.
All right.
LA vibes.
LA vibes, yes. The She Ain't No Diva Award.
Well,
Rabbit cranky.
rabbit was a number of things.
Gopher.
Gopher?
Well, Gopher
Why are
was
you
just
coming for
chilling.
Gopher?
Because Gopher's not no diva.
Not a diva,
Gopher
no.
got-
That's a hardworking man.
That is a
Gopher got
hardworking
knocked
man
down
with
in
his
that hole.
lunchbox.
Blue collar with
Blue
it. He's gonna
collar,
make somebody
yes.
a good husband.
He's Larry
Good
the
man.
Cable
That's
Guy.
a good man, Savannah. That's a good man.
That's a good man, Savannah.
It's just, he lives in a lot of holes. Just saying.
Well, he loves to dig in a hole. But anyway.
Yeah.
And he came out with lunch. Should somebody get in the hole, come out the hole,
Right.
and produce lunch? We like that.
Shaddai, do they ever get in your hole and come out with lunch?
Oh.
I provide the lunch, but
Okay.
I don't have to go to work. So
Okay. Although, yeah.
You-
I love the
I'm
whispers.
jealous of this man. Like,
All right. The
can I
ingenue.
be put up, please?
listen, I'm grateful. I'll be praying
Okay. Ingenue.
Pray for me. Pray for me.
on it. The
Who was the
ingenue.
ingenue?
Al found a way to get a house without having to get a house.
No, ingenue is
Ingenue,
not
innocence, right?
innocent.
That's innocent. Okay.
Oh, I was
Piglet.
thinking ingenious.
No, rude.
Oh.
Rude.
Oh, Rue,
I
that's
wasn't
good.
listening to
Yeah.
the definition earlier. Yeah, Rue's a baby.
The stunt queen.
Tigger.
Who?
Chaos agent.
Who?
The Joanne the Scammer Achievement Award.
Who?
The Scammer Achievement Award.
Eeyore.
Owl.
Eeyore scammed the house. He stole someone.
Yeah, but Eeyore didn't know that he was scamming the house. He thought he found an abandoned house, and he wasn't really paying attention because he was like, "I'm sick of looking. I'm depressed.
Tell-
There's a flood."
Eeyore
Owl was
lives-
like, "This mine."
Eeyore lives in those woods. He knew whose house that was.
You probably
Who
right.
was literally always taking honey from every single character.
Yeah.
Every
Yeah.
day.
Pooh was like, "I got 10 jars to last me through the storm. Everybody else got a jar or two." He was like, "I got 10 of them."
But why was everybody eating honey? That's what I'm confused about still.
Honey's
Because
delicious.
it's good shit.
It's full of it's full of antibacterial,
Bacteria.
antioxidants.
Yeah.
You want
You want the Manuka honey.
It's great for
because you're not
Put
gonna
it
have
on-
allergies. Exactly. Everybody
Yeah.
should have honey.
Everyone, you should have your local honey, and I heard that you should also have the Manuka honey is good.
The Manuka honey from New
If you
Zealand
can
is
get it.
costly.
Yeah, it's costly, but you should also have your local
But
honey
you
because
should
of the
get it.
local allergens.
I
Exactly.
love how we all came together to understand that honey is the actual hero of the show.
It is.
We all know that. We
Honey
all
is the
know
diva of
that.
the show?
Yes.
Yeah.
Honey's the diva.
All right, Sade, you're the only person that's going to entertain this next one. So I'm directing
Lord.
it to you because Parker is going to be aghast, as will Deidre, but it's fine. 'Cause
Okay.
It's because they're chaste.
Okay.
Who had big dick energy?
Enough.
Get the fuck out of here. What the fuck do you mean?
I don't know why he
Enough.
thinks that I would be the one to entertain a
Enough.
question like this.
Oh my
And the absolute only correct answer is Tigger.
Yes.
Thank you.
Right?
Yes.
Because we all know Dick Poppy. So, I mean, seriously, are you being serious in this moment?
The only answer
He
is
knew.
Tigger because
you, Sade.
Tigger came through. That's why Tigger is the diva, because you got to have a certain amount of confidence. Like the
Yes.
confidence goes hand in hand.
He's the only
Also, You saw
one.
his tail. You saw the tail. He was
Yes.
bouncing on it.
Maybe he's
Bouncing
over
it
something.
out. Yeah. Listen.
Stop. Y'all need to
You wrong.
No.
Thank you, Sade.
Yes.
welcome.
Yes, Mr. Pocket. Yes.
Down ass chick.
Right now.
Eeyore.
Here.
Eeyore went finding the house in the storm. He was like, I don't want to be out here, but I promise.
Piglet.
You gotta,
Piglet accepted Winnie's invitation to share his home. He
that's
was
the
happy.
cucky thing, though. The Piglet's cucky. I don't think that's down. I think that
Y'all
that's.
should check the
I think
chat.
that's receptive.
Oh,
He
was your what?
received that.
He received it.
Shaft. The shaft. The shaft. He got the shaft.
Legionnaire,
He
is
received
Piglet
the
a
shaft.
receiver?
Absolutely.
Legionnaire, is Piglet a receiver?
I don't know. Check the chat.
Oh.
Oh.
Are there images? There's websites that will do that. Let me see.
Hold on.
Piglet.
The further
Piglet
Pooh
up.
led him into the forest, the more concerned Piglet became that Pooh wasn't
Oh,
wearing any fucking
no.
pants. Oh.
Oh no.
That's it all
Piglet
right
say,
there.
oh no. I
Look at
shouldn't be
that
following this big guy. Oh
That
no.
dramatic sketching of the woods. I told you something was going on in those woods.
Like it looks like
mean-
right behind that tree,
That's so
danger
wrong.
looms. Like right
That's so
around the corner of
wrong.
that tree.
The read of the night.
No, that tree ain't going. No,
Not safe.
No, no.
Not safe.
The read
It's a
of the
little Blair
night.
Witch.
I feel like Parker's feelings towards
Oh, yes.
Pooh
Oh, to Winnie
are
the Pooh.
very
Yeah.
clearly
The
that
shadiest
is the
moment?
position. Everything the narrator said.
Oh, okay. All right. Was there a best musical number?
No.
Didn't
No.
No. You didn't like the Winnie the
hold
Pooh
on,
song?
No, I like the song in the beginning when he
Winnie
was
the
very much
Pooh.
talking about. No, not that one.
no.
The one where he was talking about he like the honey because he's fat. And like
Oh,
at the
yeah, up,
beginning,
down,
the one in the
all
Oh, in
beginning,
the
around.
mirror. when
like
in
he
the
was,
mirror.
yeah, he was very much taking accountability. Like I like it like this, and I'm gonna give me some more honey because I'm fat and I'm happy and I'm a bear and I'm a Pooh and Pooh's like bees and honey
Because I'm a
and
Pooh
I'm
Bear
out
and I
here.
do care.
And
Mhm.
yeah, that song. I
did-
was like, this is starting off well. It did not go as well as I thought it was.
The
That's
movie
how
had
it
a lot
started.
of the movie had a lot of like situationships things that happened, like circumstances. But I don't think this was like a Disney film where I look at it as like, if I think about like Cinderella or like Aladdin or something like a musical number, I would remember. This was just like a lot
The
of
many adventures.
Yeah,
The many
Very much the
adventures.
many adventures.
Right. It's just like, okay, circumstances are happening. There's no real like catchy song that stuck to my mind about Winnie the Pooh.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
All right.
Mhm.
Well,
It
let's
was
get
very vanilla.
vanilla. But it's very honey. It's
Mm.
pure.
Yeah, they had milk. What did they have milk in that? Milk and
Blend the
chocolate.
milk and honey. Yeah. Shout out to Heffalumps and Woozles. They make me
Who
confused.
do things in toozles.
Shout out to the Heffalumps. I'm actually gonna watch the Heffalump movie because I was really rooting for the Heffalumps inside of there. I was like, I hope they have a Heffalump character.
I feel like I'm
Yes.
just gonna call somebody that.
You fucking Heffalump.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh goodness, Poppy.
All right, let's
Yep.
gather around the campfire to toast some marshmallows. It's time to rate this movie on a 1 to 10 marshmallow scale.
Mm.
So let's see who. Well, you know what? Let's rip the bandage off. Parker, you get to go first.
It gets a 0. It does. I'm not
Oh
doing
God.
Wow. Oh my.
It's a flop, Tina. It's straight up in the garbage. Put this with British food. It is not.
Wow.
It's not.
Well, it is a British story.
Okay.
Well,
Is
there's your
it?
answer to all the
Christopher
questions.
Robin.
There you go.
Oh, that is
There
a
you
British name. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
She said that is a British
Okay.
name.
The narrator was British.
Mm-hmm.
She just thought it was for
local.
local color.
It all makes sense.
There you go.
You're like, this
Y'all got
this
it.
story is
0.
not for black people.
Miss you,
Ain't no
Papi, oh my
seasoning.
goodness.
Yeah. No.
Mon Dieu.
0 marshmallows. It just doesn't. It's. I've already give you my reason, so there's. You can just rewind if you want to hear the answer again. But
Jeez. Jeez. Okay.
Oh, well, there's that. All right.
Mhm.
Let's see. This one might not be that far off as well. The Beautiful Deidre.
Oh no. I give The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, made in 1997, 10 marshmallows.
1977.
1977. 10 marshmallows floating in honey.
What?
10?
Wait, what?
Yeah. I gave it 10 marshmallows floating in honey because I like the way the entire story went. I like the use of the words in the story.
Really?
Yes, I did. I did like that. I liked the page turning
Yeah.
aspect of it. I really did though like the way they used the words in the actual
Mhm.
movement of the movie itself.
Yeah.
And because I have not been a Winnie the Pooh, it just was not part of my world. So because I'm an adult now and I'm sitting here watching this, I'm like, oh, I do like this, to this degree and that degree. So I gave it 10 marshmallows.
Deidre, middle
Wow.
name, last name. And you know I'm saying your middle name and your last name in my head because I know
Yeah,
it.
because I have Shakadid you. I know. Yes, you are Shakadid.
Deidre, middle name, last name. You are so snarkalicious throughout this whole podcast. I thought you were Team Parker. Legionnaire, did she knock you over with a feather?
Yeah, I'm taken by surprise, but I'm here for it.
Are you clutching the pearls semi?
No.
You don't like a semi?
No.
Okay. You like the full thing.
He likes a full pearl necklace.
Well, I mean, nobody's getting mad at a pearl necklace either way. You know what I'm saying?
That's a party.
Not in my eye, thank
Stop
you.
it, Poppy.
Yes. Deidre, the beautiful Deidre. This is why I have called you before the wild card. This is why you are the wild card.
I see. I see.
I see.
Yeah.
She's like, okay, bro, I get it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
No.
did. Now, this doesn't mean that I'm going to go out and watch all the other
No,
Winnie
no,
the
no,
Pooh
no.
movies or
Clearly.
anything like that.
But you enjoyed this for what it was.
Yeah, I had never seen it before.
Wow, Deidre. I love how, I know you're a little anti-Disney, but I love how I've opened your mind with some of them. No, I'm not saying that I'm going to turn you into a fanatic, but like, remember when we saw like the Saludos Amigos when we went down to Brazil? Like you enjoyed certain stuff, yeah.
Yes.
All right.
That was great. Yes.
You've enjoyed so far the package films that we've seen.
I guess so.
She likes a package. Anyway.
Well, a good package is always a great thing.
I mean,
don't we know it?
I feel like nobody here will disagree.
Mm-mm.
All right. Even our chaste Sade. Sade, you are next. How will you rate this movie?
I would say that this movie is a I'm not going to say that they're floating in the honey, but they are honey flavored because I like the honey flavored marshmallows, and only about 3.8 of them. About 3.8 of them. And that's because it's a classic. So there's something to be said for there being a
It's a
classic.
movie, and
But
you never made a movie.
it's a movie. I've never made a movie, so you gotta gotta give them their credit for that. And it's been around for a long time with many offshoots and all the things, but
Many
it's
offshoots.
many offshoots. But it's just not a very exciting movie because it becomes a little redundant
Or you'd rather have our
somewhere
girl
around
baby lickety
halfway
split.
in. Well, it was like halfway through, it was just kind of like, all right, cool. He gonna do some dumb things, like blah blah blah, whatever. But I do like that because I don't think that the connection to the mental disorders was a coincidence. I do think that that was intentional, honestly. So I like that that was there and present. Um, but it just like they didn't have no fun songs. Like I'll make Journey sit through it at least once, but we're not about to just be sitting there watching it over and over and over again. It's not
You
one
know
of
what I
those.
you know what I think she would
Like
actually like? I'm not saying you need to watch
food,
this one
some
over and over again.
chicken, a leg quarter if
Not
you
a leg
got
quarter.
one.
Yeah. No, the new Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, like the actual animated series.
Is that better?
I think
Because
she would like it. Yeah.
this was not fun. This was not a fun watch.
Because
This
this was
was a
very
I probably should have seen this at some point in my life kind of a watch.
yeah, no, because this one clearly it's dated, but the new Adventures of Winnie the Pooh was made in the 90s, so it feels very much like a kids show from the 90s.
Okay, I'll give that one a shot. But this one, it's a movie, and I've never successfully made a movie that was able to be watched and called a classic.
Allegedly.
That's what I mean, called a classic. Well, no, it might have been called a classic, but able to be watched
It's a
on Disney
classic in my
Plus.
heart.
You
I watched
know,
it.
viewership. But it's not necessarily my cup of tea, especially considering I like Pooh. But watching this movie did not make me like Pooh more at all.
Interesting.
Okay, all right. Whatever that was. It was good. I liked it.
I heard you say lickety split,
And
Poppy. Was that
shout
a
out to-
reference to My Little Pony?
That was a reference to My Little Pony and the Great War
I
of,
knew
of
it.
Baby Lickety Split. Yes. I don't know if Sade
Yeah.
remembers it because of the 51st State situation,
Yeah.
but we all remember it.
I never watched My Little Pony.
We watched it
didn't
once.
either,
Sade
Until
was
we had to watch the movie.
yeah. Sade was very pro Baby Lickety Split, and it split the cast in half.
It was deep.
It was deep. Anyway, all right. So let's see. We've heard from. Okay, next Jamel. What about you?
I'll give it one honey flavored graham cracker on my s'more because I don't think I would ever watch another Winnie the Pooh thing again.
Well, a lot of people say that on summer camp, and then their words are eaten later on. So I want to say that out loud.
No,
Unless it's an assignment, I will never watch.
Okay, there you go. That's better to say.
Just because
Oh
it's not enough
God.
flavor for my life, and also if I'm watching Disney, I need movies that I'm gonna be able to sing to. This is not one I'm gonna ever be able to sing to because I don't even remember one song from here. All I remember was Bear trying to get honey, and that's it.
There are plenty bears out there in the world trying to get honey
Yes.
in the
Amen.
woods and in major cities.
I think we call them dogs in the city,
Yes.
but go on.
Well, they were at there. I'm sure they were at MAL Legionnaire, right?
There were a good number of bears at ML.
There were a good number of bears, probably some of them bottomless, and probably some of them looking for someone's honey.
Oh, those bears. Yes. Especially the hairy ones. Okay.
Oh, leather?
Oh,
Sorry.
Mm.
Yes.
Okay. There we go.
all right.
Yeah, those are the kind of bears we like.
Okay, so let's see. I feel like Legionnaire. Yes, it is you, and then me, Legionnaire. So how will you rate this movie, Legionnaire?
I appreciate it for the classic that it is, but it's not something that I would probably watch, on any kind of real repeat. So I would say, given that, I would give it 4 marshmallows shaped like honey pots.
Deidre? I mean, we're not going to agree, Deidre, but I'm closer to you than I am with everyone else, which is fine. I'm going to give it an 8. 8 Winnie the Pooh shaped marshmallows. It is a classic. To quote the great Sade, it is a movie, and I've never made a movie. It is cute. It's got some classic moments in it. I will say some of the newer iterations of Pooh are a little bit better. little bit more interesting and maybe more plot driven than this one. I mean, it does feel like stories. It is the many adventures of Winnie the Pooh, right? So it feels like stories, and that maybe harmed it a little bit. But much like Deidre, I love the storybook aspect. I love the pages turning. I love that they use the words. I love that the narrator was involved, even though we all called him shady, but I mean, which is true. But it was enjoyable for what it was. And on that note, is that Deidre chiming in?
No, I just said yeah.
Yeah. And on that note, it's time for everyone to report back to their cabins. Your bunk beds are waiting for you. Join us next time for a brand new installment of Summer Camp. Here's one of our campers on our PA system with a few announcements.
Thank you for the intro, and sorry for the microphone feedback. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/PCR Summer Camp. Follow Poppy Chula Radio on social media. We are on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, @Poppy Chula Radio. Do you have any questions, suggestions, comments, or concerns? Email us via contact@poppychularadio.com. Are you interested in joining the Poppy Chula Radio team as an on-air personality? Email talent@poppychularadio.com. Binge listen to your favorite Poppy Chula Radio programs by visiting poppychularadio.com/archives. Back to you, camp counselors. Oh, not again. Sorry for the feedback.
Thank you, my fellow camp counselors. Please wish our campers and the listeners a good night, starting off with Jamel.
Good night.
Sade.
Night, y'all.
Parker.
Good night.
Legionnaire.
That's reflective of the whole movie.
And Legionnaire. They said there wasn't a bop in this.
Okay, one bop. One bop.
All right. It was Bobalicious.
Oh,
No one asked you, Sade.
I'm sorry. I'm going back on mute. My bad.
Okay. And Deidre.
Good night, everyone.
Thanks for tuning in. Good night and lights out.